Good morning. Here we have the new Orc Forge Guard from Creaturecaster. And this is a quick, hopefully quick, assembly video for this model. Now, one of the things that I like to do before assembling any miniature is try or test fitting it, making sure all the things go together well, and organizing it. So you can see we got the main body, we got pieces for his right leg, left leg, the two weapon options that I'm going to use, and I will be using two weapon options because I have magnetized those arms, and that process will be in a future video. We got his Lawnmower Engine head, his arm that holds a shield, and of course the lovely base, which has their logo at the bottom. Pieces that I will not be attaching but do come with the model are a gun that he can hold instead of the hammer, and a head with a helmet on it. So those bits I will not be putting on. So where I want to start with this guy is his leg. So we will quickly, as we go through, we always want to test fit and ensure that things are lining up before we apply any glue. I'll just be using some Gorilla Glue. Any super glue that you have is totally fine. And we just want to put a little bit. Where that leg piece goes. It's always best to try not to get super glue all over your hands. In this video, I will likely fail miserably at that, but we can always try. Okay, that's solid. So we can go to his left leg. We can attach this piece. Now with every Creaturecaster model, the attention to detail is just second to none. There's just so much detail on every single model. You know, from the chain links here, different canisters, all the spikes, and skull details, and even into the robe. And the details on the hair, like everything is so detailed with this company. It's great. Now this model is on their smaller size, matching up with their Atriarchs and Matriarch lines. So I believe this is a 40 mil base that he comes with, and will be part of their Orc faction. So I believe they have their Orc Forge Lord currently available, and he would line up with that faction. Okay. Now this armor plate goes on his leg, and sort of slides on like have a little riveted piece here, and that's going to be at the top of his thigh. So, throw a little bit of glue there. To throw the glue a little bit lower. There we go. Okay. This arm should just magnetize right there. Hold his hammer. So we'll start on his arm and his hammer. That's a tiny drop of glue. And put that on. And then we'll throw this armor on. And speaking of attention to detail, so he's got his arm going into this wine bottle opener, but then you got the detail of his hand inside there holding on. And that is just wonderful. But we want to make sure that it's lined up correctly. And not throw it off the table. That's the glue. And so far so good. Haven't got any super glue on my fingers. Okay. That's solid. So if we look at them now, his arm in place. Is looking bad ass. I actually sort of like the corkscrew. That looks pretty sick. Alright, but continuing on, let's work on his lawnmower engine. So this fits pretty nicely back here. Glue, and just lines up really well with the chains on his back. So fit it in with the chains and press together. And this model is expected to be released mid-October. An exact date is not known yet. There hasn't been disclosed yet. As soon as we know the date, you'll be able to find all that information on Creaturecaster's website. I'll also have that information shared on my Instagram account at Browntown Games. Okay, so that is on. We can move on to the head. I'll just drop a very tiny bit of glue. Now, if I'm gonna get glue on my fingers, this is where it'll happen. Or not. Okay. Next is the arm that goes into the shield. Now this is pretty well lined up for putting it into place correctly. There we go. And the details on the shield as well. It's a very unique shield to what you see made by any other model maker. This is very, very cool. Okay. That is a snug fit right there. So I just want to, at this stage, test this on the base. So if we have him on the base here, I'll throw a shield in. We want to make sure that the shield and the arm are lining up. Just like that. Perfect. Okay, so a little bit of glue into that arm socket. if you're planning on purchasing this model, hit me up in the comments and let me know if you're planning on purchasing it and what you're planning on using it for. Would you use it for your Warhammer armies or specific D&D campaigns or D&D characters? Let me know. I'd be very interested to hear how you like this model and what the different uses are that you find for it. Yep. Don't do that. And last but not least, gluing him on to his base. So he has 3 points of contact. He has the foot, or under both feet, as well as under the shield a little bit, right in here. So, throw a little bit of glue in here. Glue in there, and the shield was sticking right about there. Perfect. And that is a quick assembly guide on the Orc Forge Guard. Now obviously if you don't magnetize the weapons, then you just glue that arm on and take your weapon of choice. There. So this is what he looks like with a hammer. If he's going out for happy hour, then this is what he looks like with his corkscrew. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please, I would love your support for this channel. Drop me a like, subscribe to the channel to see the new content that's coming out. And any comments that you have, I will try and get answers to any of your questions as quickly as possible. And yeah, thank you very much for joining in.